Hey everyone, welcome back to This Old Kitchen. We've got a couple recipes that we are doing today, getting ready, continuing on, finishing cleaning out the pantry and getting ready for our candy and cookie extravaganza. So take a look and see what we've made. I hope you enjoy.
All right, everyone. So the first recipe that we're going to start out with is going to be Laura Bush's Cowboy cookies. Now, this is a staple in my house. I love making these because there's so much that goes into them. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and whip your butter and sugar. That's going to be 1.5 cups granulated sugar, 1.5 cups light brown sugar, and 1.5 cups butter room temperature. Now you're really going to want to whip this, and just a tip in the future with other cookie recipes is to really get some air incorporated into that butter to make a lighter, fluffier consistency and texture. That will definitely affect your cookies. Once you're done whipping the butter and sugar mixture together, you're going to add in 3 large eggs. You're going to add in a tablespoon of vanilla extract. While those are mixing, you're going to go ahead and get your dry ingredients into a separate bowl. That's going to be 3 cups all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon baking powder, 1 tablespoon baking soda, 1 tablespoon ground cinnamon, and 1 teaspoon kosher salt. Get those dry ingredients mixed in with your wet ingredients, and then you're going to add in your extras. That's going to be 3 cups semi-sweet chocolate chips, 3 cups old-fashioned rolled oats, 2 cups sweetened flake coconut, and 2 cups of your choice peanut nut. I used macadamias in this, but also is really good is going to be pecans or walnuts. But whatever it is that you guys like, go ahead and add that. You're going to heat your oven at 350, and you're going to bake those for 17 to 20 minutes. Now, what I will say is this does make a big batch, so I went ahead and made 1 batch in the oven, and then I froze the rest for next week. All right, so the next thing that we are going to make are going to be Blondies, but I'm using Biscoff cookie butter spread for this, and it is amazing. So in our wet ingredients, we are going to mix in a mixing bowl of 1 cup packed light brown sugar, 1 large egg, 1 egg yolk, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, 1/2 cup of Biscoff spread. Get that mixed in, and then you're going to add in 5 tablespoons of cooled melted butter. And then our dry ingredients are going to consist of 1 cup all-purpose flour, 1/2 teaspoon baking powder, 1/8 teaspoon baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon salt. Once everything is incorporated, you're going to mix in 1¼ cup of white chocolate chips. Now, I only had milk chocolate, so I improvised. You're going to bake that at 350 in an 8-inch prepared baking dish for 25 to 27 minutes. Enjoy. Okay, so this next recipe is probably the easiest recipe, and I don't even use any kind of recipe for it. It is peppermint bark. Now, I know you guys know I don't go out to have coffee. I don't go to coffee shops. I buy my coffee from 2 specific vendors and I make it at home. But I'm always looking to kind of elevate my coffees. So eventually, or every year, I get 1 peppermint mocha from that store. But I love peppermint bark, and the Ghirardelli peppermint barks are so expensive, but it is my daughter's favorite. So every year I do make peppermint bark, and this is super easy. You're going to get however much you want to make. You're going to melt that dark chocolate down and get it really nice and creamy. Remember, 30-second intervals so you don't scorch your chocolate. You're going to go ahead and lay that out on a baking sheet, put that in the refrigerator to cool and set. While you're doing that, while that is cooling, we're going to go ahead and get our peppermints from our candy canes all mashed up, and then get our white chocolate melted. Now, when you spread your white chocolate onto your milk chocolate or dark chocolate, whichever you're using, please be aware that you're going to have to do it quick because it does set quite fast. Milk chocolate and white chocolate or even dark chocolate and white chocolate have different consistencies and different melting temperatures. So as soon as you put that white chocolate on and you start to spread it out, you'll see two things happen. The white chocolate's going to start setting, and then your dark chocolate or milk chocolate underneath is going to start melting. So the quicker you're able to get that spread out, the easier you're going to have. And then just sprinkle your peppermints on top and you are good to go. Let that sit in the refrigerator for 3 hours, and then you can bake, or you can cut it, break it, whichever you want. I hope you guys enjoyed this Baker's Pantry Clean Out series, and I hope you just kind of really look into what you have and pull out and just create whatever you want. I'm always suggesting Sally's Baking Addiction. She has a fantastic catalog of different recipes that I always tend to go towards, and they never disappoint. So I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and we'll see you on the next video.
2nd and 2 inside 4 minutes, first half. Next.